Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing a playthrough of Cooking Companions today. Gregor. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. And Natalie. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Maria, I can't wait to... True. Sorry everyone, must be the dust. Karin, get those allergies under control, Maria. Gregor, don't worry guys, I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Sounds good. Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Maria from dying due to this dust, huh? Hey. Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karin. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. This dichotomy here. Thanks, Natalie. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. I don't think I could eat a slime mold. Like, mosses, probably. Yeah. Fungi, absolutely. Slime mold might creep me out a little bit. Roughing it is fun, and Natalie knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most... Well, okay, alright. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Natalie? I can figure that out. Very permanent sense. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Natalie. Yeah. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eesh. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Natalie! Oh yeah, sorry Maria. Got carried away again, haha. I'll help Natalie look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, and Natalie and Maria are getting the food. Gregor's gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Lucky me. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright everyone, let's get to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Maria, Natalie, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karin alone. I think Natalie put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or to exit a title to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? So much. Probably not. I'm extremely lazy. Or say nothing. Of course. This is the rude answer. This is just... This is standoffish. I don't like that one. Probably not. I'm extremely lazy. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with a knife. You don't say. Karin looks pleased with your answer. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship? That happened fast. Okay. Anyways. Going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karin heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. Never know what you find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Okay, so last time I did the drawers first. No, I'm not going to spoil what's in there just yet, but I'm thinking we should try somewhere else now instead. First few cupboards are empty, and Natalie must put the supplies somewhere else. Can I do it again? Check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Persistence. Check the cupboard underneath the sink. Hey, I found a dead mouse. What the fuck? Okay. That's horrible. Nothing but cobwebs behind the woodpile. Thankfully, no spiders. Are you sure? This is just a pile of Norway spruce. The Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. These would be useless during a snowfall. Okay, okay. I guess we end up going to the drawers anyway. Drawers on the left. Dirty knives. Drawer above the mouse hole. What kind of mold is growing in this one? Maybe Karian will find it appetizing. Did we do all of this? You reconsider your views on Norway spruce. It's less dense and won't fill the cabin with a heavy smell. You check the drawer above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it with all your might. It's time! Trumpets, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Raspberry! Always merry, Raspberry. Potato. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. Oh god. Where are the Trumpets? Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. Nice. We'll share with you our secret Trumpet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Okay. 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 Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat free. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Trumpets, let's move out. This is very rude. You wonder if what you just saw was real. Yeah, maybe they were eating some of the mushrooms on the way. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. Only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. And Natalie lied, he actually put them in the bedroom. If you knew, why did you ask me if I had found them? Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karian leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. Large saucepan over medium heat. Heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. I'm already upset. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set. No. When you make vegetable stew, or any kind of soup or stew, you very rarely want to boil your ingredients and then drain that water. You're just like tossing all of the flavor from them right out of the soup. Melt some butter, throw in chopped onions, cook it 10 minutes. Okay, see, that's okay. That's good. Yep, nice translucent, perfect. Mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream, adding the vegetables to the mixture. And you should have waited for the veggies. Should have waited. And like, I feel like you need some broth too. Like straight heavy cream is gonna be so thick and rich. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. And some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. And Natalie's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. That's really cool. Maria spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways. Killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Yeah! That should come as no surprise. There are over 160 species of spiders here. Oh, 160? Maria. Poor Maria. Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Ah! I was gonna sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on the couch then. It'll be okay. They won't bite. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Maria. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karin and Natalie, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Natalie, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Just like rubbing it in. Ah. Sweet dreams, chump. Karin's that friend. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Why is it brown if you just add straight cream? This tastes pretty good. I cooked vegetable stew. So proud. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karin takes a bite. It's bland as hell. What'd I say? Karin tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. Was that a wink? Is this just a jab? Could probably use some meat next time. Gross, says Maria. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing, okay. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. I feel that. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. My throat is already... Ugh. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? Yeah, I feel that. About 1 hour until dawn. That's too early. Will you two pipe down? I'm trying to sleep over here. Yawn. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? It's like some haunted look in the face. There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Maria turns a little pale. Karin's messing with you, Maria. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Natalie's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karin. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Ha. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. Haha. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? Get stuck in the house watching everyone's things on vacation in this cabin. You nod. Thank you. Thanks. You're so welcome. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Da, da, da. get out of here and raid all of your belongings. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompettes to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? We could talk directly with the chompettes, or we could check out around the cabin first. Let's go to the bedroom. Let's go see what's going on in the bedroom. That's interesting. Karin and Natalie kept the room pretty clean. Only one of them made their bed. Who still makes their bed? You look underneath one of them. Wow, some extra emergency supplies. Nice. You decide to look through them and start planning your next meal. We're back. Tee-hee-hee. Knock it off, Maria. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened, Gregor? It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Giggling. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of... What did you see out there? Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Maria laughs so hard that your ears ring. It was very loud. Oh, wow. Oh, hi, Maria. Tears are rolling down Maria's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Maria from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. Doesn't let us actually choose. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Rolling in fungi and berries. Is this going to be good enough for a meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. Okay, sounds good. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Probably should have started with the hand wash. Just saying. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. This honestly sounds bomb. Yeah, that looks so good. You cooked cabbage rolls. Comment below if you want to see me make this cabbage roll recipe. Maria looks optimistic. Please comment, I really want to make this, it looks so good. Karin looks skeptical. And Natalie looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself, says Gregor. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. Sauce is pretty red. Yes. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? Oh, you know it. It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This was really something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do, assholes. Not happening, yeah. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I don't know, that was probably not how that was pronounced. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karin, there's nothing to worry about. Oh, we'll see about that. I think Gregor's right, Karin. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karin. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And Natalie, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. And Natalie and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Maria and Karin are still hanging around. Unfortunately, in life you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Okay, well, we got one heart with Karin already, so we can max that one out faster. It's the strats. Let's do it. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? Extremely brutal. Not as bad as times like these, and I'm not sure what you mean. I'm kind of not, like, am I older? Have I been here before? Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? You bore Karin with some brief yet dull descriptions of items lying around. Cool, I'll tell the others later. Karin looks disturbed by your comments. Well, we've messed that up. You hear a loud laugh from the other room. Gregor and Natalie come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. What's going on in there? Hey, can you cook something while we're out? Is this my only job? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Let's go check it out. Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. I mean, maybe one of the other people brought it. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. I got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? So bedroom, we checked. There was like this floorboard that I saw that was like pulled up and it looked like there was something hidden underneath it. We can go into the basement, or we could check the bathroom for the first time. Kitchen, I feel like, is just going to be chompettes, basically. Basement, let's go bathroom first. You remember an old tale about a child who said a killer's name 3 times into a mirror. But you can't remember how it ended. You're too frightened to even try it. You leave the bathroom a little more scared than when you entered. That's great. Maria's back early today. Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. And Natalie found some more berries. But nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. It's like an angry face. Maria seems disappointed in your inventory management, that's why. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Maria blushing a little bit? Tee-hee-hee. Maria will remember that. Okay. So now we're tied up. Maria and Karin each have 1 heart. Haven't gotten the chance with the Natalie or Gregor yet. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Shh. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karin. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Might find a wild sugar tree. I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Maria. Maria, I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Ah, guilty. Maria looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. What's wrong with me? Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Maria's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? It was hunger. Nailed it. Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Yum. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. This homemade jam is to die for. Haha. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Maria. Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Next day, you go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is writing on your back. It is a strange dream, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing beneath the waters. But it won't drown, it won't drown, it won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. It's on my back. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Jesus. Day 3. Wake up. Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. I was sleep drowning. Leave me be. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to sleep. Long pause. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karin's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone's now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. And Natalie sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like Sailors Take Warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal Big Guy's optimism, Karin. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Ha ha ha. Can't tell if you're actually happy or what. Knock it off, you two. Maria, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? It's a good question. I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Natalie's thunder, and Natalie, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. Why do you sound so nervous? That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there, gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Maria begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to blah, 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 where... So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Natalie. He's listening intently to Maria. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You okay, bud? You can see his eyes drying up. Oh, God. Tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Maria finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Maria, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but that's okay. I didn't understand a word of it, haha. Yeah. And Natalie turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. I mean, we're down to like the dead rat I found, I think, friends. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Are we eating the chumpettes? There was cabbage rolls, a raspberry jam, bread for toast. What else was there? There was a potato and an onion. There was onion in the cabbage rolls. I don't think there's been a potato yet, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone is still talking. There's food here, too. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the chompettes. Hello. Hi, guys. Don't worry, as leader of the chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Ha ha ha. Are your plans going awry? Ha ha ha. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. Ha 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 ha. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry, milk, shake. You let out an audible groan. Bread liked it. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope, wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Ha ha ha, it was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette Comedy Competition this year. Raspberry! Of course! Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? Oh, poor Bread. We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompettes, move out. Autobots, roll out. Yeah, how do they close the drawer on themselves? You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karin interrupts as you bring them the food. Took you long enough. Excuse me, I don't see you making any food for anyone. Karin looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Karin is right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Natalie, will mold spores give us food poisoning? Okay, so hold on though. Because the first time I played this through, I didn't go into the bedroom, ever. And I didn't get the extra supplies. And I cooked all the same dishes, so far, anyway. So, like, is there even a point to gathering the extra emergency supplies? I'm no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. Isn't it snacky? He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Natalie, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. Were you calling him a book nerd, just like yesterday? I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart, but I can tell that he's just staring at the page, faking it. You're spending way too much time watching this person read. What do you think? And Natalie doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karin is correct. And Natalie can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Let's vouch for Natalie. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karin would make something up like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Natalie. Karin has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. With who? With Gregor? Because Gregor said thanks for backing me up, but I feel like I was backing up a Natalie more than Gregor there. Good to have someone so positive around. And Natalie looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. So I'm thinking it was a Natalie that we progressed. Everyone shovels off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey, Karin likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. And Natalie looks at you with a look of admiration. I love your little friend here. See you tomorrow. And Natalie looks like he's blushing as he walks away. Aww. You're definitely sure Natalie will remember that. Oh, we got 2 hearts from that exchange. That whole thing. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. Yawn. I wish we had a deer here. With the flood getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. Or with the food getting lower, my bad. Shh. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. It can actually be really good for you if done correctly. That doesn't make us feel any better, Natalie. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Everyone's throwing shade my way. I had no choice. No choice. And Natalie leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karin in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Maria in the kitchen, and Natalie in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? I mean, we're so close with Natalie. Let's go to talk to Natalie. There's little mouse holes everywhere. Eek, I'm done using the bathroom, sorry. Must have been daydreaming. And Natalie looks at you oddly. Do you ever daydream? Only about rivers of blood, wells filled with entrails, and villagers flayed. Yeah, that one. What? That's pretty creepy. And Natalie's turning pale right in front of me. Oh, can we lose hearts? Can you leave? I might need to puke. It's obvious you overstepped a boundary. You leave Natalie to meet up with the others. Oh dear. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. They're probably hungry. Wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream, again. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. But he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. Is this gonna go full cannibalist? As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. We're gonna eat our friends?